I get out this bathroom. Wait till I get out this bathroom. I was like, wait till she got out the bathroom. She's not about to do nothing. And Mom was like, Lola, don't put your hands on my daughter. Don't put your hands on my daughter. And I was like, don't worry about it, Mom, because she is not stupid. Like, she ain't stupid. What's up, MC Gang? Back at it, give another bang. Which pretty brown girl who doing her thing. So I'm kind of liking the lighting, but I want it to be more so. Hold it. Alright, so this is a little new setup or whatever, as y'all can see. Let's go ahead and get into the video because this video is already going to be long enough and I don't need it to be longer than it really has to be. So as y'all can see from the title above, this is going to be the story time of how I had to fight my mom's best friend. Like, wait. And while I tell y'all this story, I'm going to be eating my noodles, and y'all, these are my favorite kind of noodles. It's by Top Ramen, and it's the chili ones, and I put hot sauce in them, and they're already hot. Like, so good. I put some garlic powder in there. So good. Alright, so let me tell y'all some little background information about her. We're gonna call her Lola, because that's my guinea pig name, but that's what we're gonna call the lady, so they don't get it confused. Alright, so Lola. So she was my mom's so-called best friend or whatever. They used to work at the same place in a nursing home, I do believe. And it was cool, whatever. And they had got into this little altercation, not physical or anything. I forgot what happened, but they had got into a little altercation, and they wasn't friends for like a very, very long time. Then she started coming back around, and yeah. So so good and hot. So she started coming back around, and I don't know who told her she had the authority to tell me what to do. I don't know, maybe because she thought she was grown, that I was gonna listen to her. Like, I don't respect the grown up, but that don't mean I'm automatically listen to you. Like, me and Mom have our own set of rules or whatever, and like, yeah. So she thought she was gonna tell me like what to do. Like, no. So like, no one really likes her. Like, honestly, no one really likes her. My mama don't even really like her. She just dealt with her. Well, she dealt with her. So this was spring break of 2018, I think. It was my sophomore spring break. Obviously, I'm a junior now, so it was my sophomore spring break. And I wanted to go to the beach with my friend, and my mama was like, no. And so I had got like mad, and my feelings because I never do anything for spring break. So I had told her that I was like, I never do anything for spring break. The only thing I'm gonna do is stay in the house. So like, why don't you just let me go? She was just like, no, I don't know them. So I didn't get to go. So I went to visit my friend, and I stayed there with her. And she lived like right next door. And so, not right next door, but she lived, it's like a cul-de-sac. She lived on the next one. So yeah. I woke up the next morning, and she had called me, and she was like, come home. And I was like, wow. And she was just like, just come home. And I was just like, okay. So I came home or whatever, and she was like, go pack a bag. And I was like, wow. And she was like, don't ask any questions, just go pack a bag. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all, but her and my stepdad had got into a little argument or whatever. She had said something whenever I had asked her, can I go to the beach? She was like, no, because we're going to Florida. But I was like, we ain't going to no Florida, because like, we never went to Florida. Every time she said something, we never went. And my stepdad had knew about it, but I guess he didn't know when we was going to leave or whatever. So he was at work, and we had left. He was at work when we left. Alright, so that was just like a little flashback. Alright, so now back to my story. So she was like, pack a bag. She was like, we about to go. And I was like, where we going and how we getting there, because at the time, I don't know where the car was, but my stepdad had drove mom a truck to work that day, so I was like, how we getting there? And she was like, you're gonna see whenever the person get here. And I was just like, okay, whatever, because I thought it was gonna be my aunt Sharon. Well, my aunt. But it wasn't. It was Lola. And I was looking at my mama like, really? We really about to go somewhere with her? Like, what in the world? So, the car ride up there was cool or whatever. And, yeah, like, it was cool. We didn't get into nothing, no arguments or nothing. So, somebody called me, but I live in North Carolina. So, like, from North Carolina to Florida, it's like 8 hours. So, we drove 8 hours. And Lola didn't bring no money, like, no money at all. And I was just looking at her like, look, you a grown woman, you don't got no money. Like, what the world? How does that even sound? So, every time we stopped to the store, at the store or whatever, to take like little stretching breaks or for me to get something to drink or like a snack or something, she would go in there and she would get cigarettes and beer. Like, you don't use nobody's money to buy stuff like that. You need to buy stuff that you actually need. Like, if you want a snack or something, that's what you need to be getting if you're using somebody's money. It's okay if you get like a pack of cigarettes before the little trip or whatever and like save those cigarettes, but no, she wanted to be extra. So that's what, okay, so she was buying her stuff basically. So we finally get there or whatever, and was going to my aunt's house, and my aunt don't like her either. So why mama chose to bring her, I don't know. So we get there, and mom was like, you should have told me that y'all was bringing Lola, because I would have went ahead and told y'all to go to the hotel because she can't stay at my house. So we was trying to find a hotel or whatever. And we found one. But Lola was tired of driving, so I had drove to the hotel. So we got there to the hotel. We got to the hotel. Checked in or whatever. And then we realized that we never get nothing to eat. So we went back out, got something to eat, blah, blah, blah. So we had a little fun up there for the most part. And I think we left on a Saturday. We were supposed to come home on Sunday. Or it was either, we left on Friday. We were supposed to come home on Sunday. So I was with my cousin, and like we had went to the fair and stuff, and we was just having fun. I don't know what they was doing, but obviously they was arguing, like Lola and my aunt. So they was arguing, and yeah. So we went back to the hotel room. This was on Sunday night. Wait, yeah, Sunday night. I think, or Saturday night. Saturday night, we was supposed to leave, but we were supposed to leave Sunday night, but Mom was like, we're gonna have a better day tomorrow, so y'all can just leave on Monday. So, hold on, first here. Mom was like, excuse me, Mom was like, we're gonna have a better day, so y'all can just leave Monday. So we was like, okay. So she had took us to like the pier and like showed us the water and stuff, and it was like a whole little pool area, but it was like cold, so the pool wasn't open. So she was acting like petty, like Lola was acting petty. She called her boyfriend, they was on the phone. We had went to like this restaurant, and she sat at the table by herself. Like, how childish can you be? So then I might just skip to the juicy part. So we finally this is where it all happened. We had went back home after that, and we were supposed to leave the next day, which is Monday. We're supposed to leave Monday, right? And it's Sunday. So we get back to the hotel room, and we get back to the hotel room, and we just good or whatever. I was on the phone with my boo, and then they was like calling people from back home and just having a good time or whatever. And they had been drinking and stuff. So like, not like they wasn't drunk, but I mean like we're supposed to be going to Florida to have a good time. So like they was just drinking or whatever. So So then she gets on the phone with her man or whatever you want to call him, and she was just like, what are you doing? And he was like, oh, I'm watching TV with my fiance. So that's when all hell broke loose. Like, she was mad because her man was brewed up with somebody else in her house, and she was like, you need to get that lady out my house, blah 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 blah. And she was calling up her family members and was like, y'all need to go step out my house, y'all need to get that lady out my house because I'm 8 hours away and I can't really do nothing about it. Well, she didn't even say I can't really do nothing about it. She was like, I'm 8 hours away and that woman need to get out of my house. So she kept calling the man back and he was like, stop calling me. So then she had called and the lady had answered and was like, he said stop calling him, and hung up the phone. That's when she got mad or whatever. So she was like, y'all gotta get up because we gotta go. And I was just like, what the world she talking about? But I was still on the phone with my little boo or whatever. So she get up and she packing her bag and she was like, come on y'all, let's go. And my mom was just like, no Lola, we don't need to go nowhere because we've been drinking. It's already like 12 o'clock. We can keep calling my phone and I'm getting mad because like it's sort of my sleep. If I was asleep right now, I would be mad. And it's just like so annoying, like stop calling me. Like what the world? So mom was just like, no Lola, we don't need to go nowhere. It's already 12 o'clock. Like we're not even gonna make it there in time for you to even like do no damage to the lady. So like what the world? Like we just need to wait and get some rest and then we can go because we're gonna be 8 hours on the road. Like she don't need to be driving like that. So then she was like, no, I'm ready to go. Like no. So mom was still calm or whatever. And then Lola had sat down on her bed and she was like, MF, I'm ready to F and go. And it was like a little side table beside the bed. Because you know, like in a hotel room, it's like a bed and then it's like a nightstand and then it's another bed. And we had like Chinese food up there and like drinks and all this other stuff. And she had like took her hand and like swiped all the stuff off the nightstand. I don't really know why. Like what was that gonna do? Like I don't even know. But she had did that and like all the stuff had got all over me and mom's bed. And that's when I had got up and I was like, okay, now like you doing too much now. And I was like, switch. Like she got our, okay, so it's not really a blanket. It's like a little, well, it's not the cover, but it's like a blanket. And so like she had got all that stuff on our blanket and I was just like, I'm not about to have this on our beds. Like switch. She thought I called her a bitch, but I didn't. Not yet anyway. So then mom had got up then and she had got mad and she was like, look, I said we need to leave later on, and we need to leave later on because we've been drinking all the other stuff. So mama crazy. So whenever mama had got up, I had got up and I had got like in between them because I know my mama is crazy. So I had got in between them and like they was fussing back and forth and she was like, I got stuff going on at my house. I need to get back home. And I'm not even saying nothing about this point. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just letting them say whatever they got to say. But I'm just standing in between them, just holding them on my back, basically. So Lola, she's still going on and on and on, you know. And like, only thing I keep hearing is, blah, blah, bitch, blah, blah, bitch. Like, she kept calling mama out her name. And I was like, nah, I haven't been. Like, I let it slide the first couple of times. Because I'm like, am I hearing this right? Like, am I hearing this right? So I let it slide the first couple of times. And then after that, I was like, look, stop calling mama her name. And she was like, you need to stay in the child's place. I'm sick of your mouth. You always being disrespectful. You don't know when to stay in your place and when not to stay in your place. And I was like, okay, but you're not about to be calling mama out her name, so stop calling mama out her name. And she went to the bathroom and she said something. And she called me a little B. And that's when I had got mad. And I was like, if anybody to be around here, you to be. I was cussing my mama and everything. She didn't even say nothing to me. I was like, oh my gosh, like what the world? After the fact, I was like, what in the world? Like, I was like, you don't need to be calling anybody a B, because if anybody's a B, you to be. Like, what the world? You were broke B. You didn't bring no money up here. Your hand is out. Like, you holding your hand out for everybody to give you stuff. You didn't bring no money. Like, you broke. Like, come on now. Do not come for me. So then I was like, mama did have to bring you on this trip because I don't even like you to begin with, but you're not even grateful to see that she brought you. She could have brought anybody, but she chose to bring you, and you being ungrateful, doing all this other extra stuff. So by this time, I was like, just calm down, and I was like, no, because she gonna stop calling me out my goddamn name. Like, I was really just like going in. So mom was just like, just get your stuff and just leave the room, go downstairs and do something. And I was just like, okay. So I got my phone, and I was still on the phone with my boyfriend at the time. I think, I don't know, I don't even remember, but I don't know. But she was like, just go outside or go downstairs. And I was just like, okay. So I grabbed my stuff and I was like, leave. And then Lola from the bathroom, she was like, wait till I come outside. I mean, wait till I get out this bathroom. Wait till I get out this bathroom. I was like, wait till she got out the bathroom. She's not about to do nothing. And mom was like, Lola, don't put your hands on my daughter. Don't put your hands on my daughter. And I was like, don't worry about it, mom, because she is not stupid. Like, she ain't stupid. So then she came out the bathroom, and she was like speed walking. She was saying some other stuff, but she was on mute to me. Like, I ain't hear nothing she was saying, but she was approaching me in a way that I did not like, period. And when she came up to me, I had like pushed her out my face, because like, you in my bubble now, and you like, no. So I had pushed her, like I pushed the fuck out of her, like I pushed her. And then she grabbed by my throat, and I was like, I know this whole line. No, first I was trying to get my hands off of my neck. I was trying to get her hands off my neck. So I was like, pull her hands off my neck. And I was like, Marti, what are you doing? Beat this girl up. So then, boop, I went in. She finally let go of my daggone throat, and I was going in on her. Like, I really do not care. We was at the door of the hotel room. Somehow we ended up in the bathroom, and I was really trying to push her in the tub and wham on her head, like. So we steady fighting or whatever. I had braids in. She got like a handful of my braids in her hand, and I'm still like beating her tail. Like, if you're gonna have my hair, at least be winning the fight. If that's what you want to do, like, you want to pull hair, at least win the fight. Like, come on now. But still, I was still beating her tail. And I was like, let go of my hair, let go of my hair. Why do you have my hair? Why do you have my hair? And my mama had like jacked her up by this point, and she was like, let go of her hair, let go of her hair. And I was like, okay, I got something for her. She didn't want to let go of my hair, so I had like dropped to the ground. And when I dropped, she had like flipped over, and she finally let go of my hair. And I was about to get on top of her and beat her tail. Like, I was really trying to get a lady that day. And my mama had like dragged me back, and I got up or whatever, and I had walked out the room. And then the office from downstairs, the front desk people was like coming up the elevator, and he was like, is everything okay? And I was like, no, I'm about to beat this hotel. But I was like cussing and stuff. So went back to the room, and they was like, is everything all right or whatever? And the lady was crying. Lola was crying. I was like, what is she crying for? Like, what the world? So the office people was like, the neighbors next door are calling and complaining about y'all being too loud and all this other stuff. And so we had like told him what happened or whatever, and he was like, okay, well, when y'all gonna have to leave for the night? And then he was everybody was looking at Lola like, you about to leave because me and mama weren't going nowhere after we didn't pay for that room. Heck no, like, we ain't going nowhere. Lola was like, I ain't going nowhere, I know my MF rights. She was talking to the front desk people now, like, what? She kept going on about how she wasn't going nowhere. She was on the phone with one of her gay cousins, and he was talking about how he gonna come back down here. Well, whenever we get home, he gonna come down here and he gonna do this and do that, basically threatening us. And mom was like, shut your gay tail up. Like, you ain't about to do nothing. Okay, I'm not even bashing gay people, like, but that's just the moment. So she was like, you're not about to do nothing, blah, blah. And so, he was like, okay, when y'all gotta go? And she was like, I'm not going nowhere. So that's just that, I'm not going nowhere. And he was like, okay, whose name is on the room? And mom was like, my name is on the room. And he was like, okay, Lola, you gotta go. And she was like, I'm not going nowhere. Like, she kept going in and in and in. So he was like, okay, that's fine, the police will just escort you out. And then they were still walking back and forth, and I was like, I mean, they were still arguing back and forth, and I was like, Mom, let's just go downstairs because it ain't gonna get no better. Like, make sure you get your purse or whatever, because you know she don't got no money. Make sure you get everything that belongs to you, because you know she don't got no money. And like, no, like, she not about to try to steal my mama money and leave. So we had left or whatever. The police had came, and we had talked to them. He was like, want to press charges? And I was like, yep. And then I was 16 at the time, I think. Yeah, I had to be 16. And he was like, want to press charges? And I was like, yep. And so then, but the first time he came down there, he was like, she says one of y'all got her keys. Y'all got her keys. And we was just like, don't nobody want them keys. Like, don't nobody want them keys. Bye. And then she tried to accuse me of having her phone. Like, baby, I had the phone that I've been wanting. I had a 6 Plus at the time. I don't want your phone. Like, I really don't want your phone. I don't need your phone. So, like, what the world? And so she accused me of trying to steal her phone and her keys, and I was like, nope, we don't got it or whatever. So I had called my aunt and I had told her like I just had to fight her or whatever, and that was the end of it. So, well, not really the end of it, but she went to jail. Long story short, she went to jail. So then I was so scared to go to sleep. Like, I don't really know why. I mean, I'm not scared of her, but like just like the fact, the whole situation, I was so scared to go to sleep. And mom was knocked out snoring and whatever. So then the next day we had checked out of the hotel and my aunt had came to get us, and we had stayed at her house, and I was like so ready to go home. Like I was so fed up with that trip. Like I was so ready to go home. And this was Monday morning. So we left and went back to my aunt's house, and then we was cool the first day. And she had bought like a blow up mattress for us to sleep on, and then we had crab legs, and like life was treating us good that day. And then we was like, we need to find a train back home, because we had drove her car, Lola's car, up there. We was like, we need to find a train back home. So knowing me, I was ready to go home, so I was looking up Amtrak, and I was trying to figure out when the next train was gonna be and how much it was gonna be so we can leave, period. Like, period. And so I was ready to go. Like, I had my stuff packed up and everything, then Tuesday ready to go. And we had missed that train. I'm about to say for like, we had missed that train, so then we had to stay until Wednesday. And when we missed it, I was getting like so mad because I was ready to come home. And I had went upstairs and I was crying, like I was so ready to go. And then Wednesday we finally left, and then we came back home, and I just missed everything. Like I was so ready to come home. The train ride was like long. It was like extremely cold. It was like good though. Like it wasn't like, whenever I thought like getting on the train, I thought it was gonna be like metal seats. Like no, it was like an airplane basically, but a train. Like it was comfortable, whatever. They had like a little cafe little thing on the train. Like it was cool. So finally got home, whatever, everything was cool. And the police and them, like the detective, whatever you want to call it, they was like calling me, asking me about press charges and stuff. And like she stayed in jail for like a whole week in Florida. Like what the world. So yep, that was the time that I had to fight a 50-something-year-old. And yeah, so if you like this video, make sure y'all give it a big thumbs up. I know this video is long, y'all, but I just wanted to make sure y'all know everything. And I tried to make this video before. I tried to make it like 10 minutes. That's why I didn't post it. And I had like really rushed through the story. But that was the time I had to fight that lady. If y'all like this video, or if y'all like story times, make sure y'all give it a big thumbs up. Comment my video ideas down below. Don't forget to hit the red subscribe button and the bell right next to it to be notified every time I post a new video. We are almost to 900 subscribers, so if you want to be a part of the MT gang, then you just hit the red button down below. And thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all liked it, and we're out.